What's up? It's your girl, Ms.NiyaNicole, and I'm here to spark your soul. And I'm back with another episode of the Ms.NiyaNicole Show. And this time, I have a special guest. Her name is Kennedy Rocketz. Say
Hello,
hi.
everybody. How you guys doing?
So you're a hip hop artist, right?
Yes,
How long have you been doing music for?
I have been doing music since I was about 6 years old.
Well, can I ask you, how old are you now?
She never tells her age, honey.
Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio. That's where I was born, but I was raised in Los Angeles, California. So I got all my schooling and everything done in LA. So LA pretty much grew who I was. Yeah.
So when did you transition here to Georgia?
About a year ago. Time has really moved pretty fast. So yeah, about a year ago I moved to Georgia. And since I've been here, it's just it's taken off.
So what made you move here?
I just had this deep desire to come to Georgia. Always. I always loved Atlanta. And I was just in a period of my time where I was like, okay, let's just go see what it's like. And once I moved here, it was confirmation that this is where I was supposed to be. So yeah.
Right. Same. I had that same like energy of wanting to move out here for years, and then I finally made the transition back in June, and it definitely has been up since too.
Yeah.
Everybody has that energy of wanting to just go out there, create, and network, and basically help each other out here.
Yes, and I'm a firm believer in listening to your heart. Once you have like that burning desire, I really believe in moving on that because
Right.
that I think it's there to like shift you into your next level. So I always act on like whatever my burning heart desires, and it seems to work out for me. When I don't listen to it,
right, be missing those blessings
all the time. So yeah.
So, do you write your own music?
Of course. What type of rapper would I be if I did it?
I have to ask, because nowadays, you know, we got these ghostwriters and stuff.
I write my own music. Yeah.
What is your writing process like?
So usually stuff comes to me very weird. So I don't music like so certain like things happen, especially while we're listening to Bounce right now. I'll be cleaning up and some funny shit will come in my head and I'm like, yo, that could be a part of the song. And I'll just write like that. And then I'll find a beat to match what I've written.
Right.
And then I'll go along with that. But it usually just comes to me randomly, whether I'm in the car driving. So I had to make a habit of recording myself because I'll forget. I'll come up with like hella bars. I'll start freestyling in the car and I'll forget and I'll be so mad. So my voice memo app is like my most used app. I keep that on me all the time.
So I just created my first song. It's a chant, and I did the same exact thing. And it's crazy too because my first time recording an interview was here at the studio, and right after the interview, I sat outside in my car, and that's when just the song started coming to me. With the voice memo app, I have like 200 voice memos.
Same. I have to back it up because my iPhone is like, girl, you're gonna have to do something with this all this information.
Right. We need some space. So about that action. Is this your first song that you dropped?
About that action?
Yes.
No, about that action, not the first song I've dropped. I have songs that I've written like from middle school, but about that action is one of them that I really put my heart in.
What's your sign? I have to ask you that.
I'm a Sagittarius.
A Sag. What is that? December?
Yep, December.
Okay, so your birthday just passed. So happy belated.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's one of the first ones that you dropped about that action, and this was about 5 years ago.
Yes.
So tell me, what was your mindset during this time?
I was really into my like real LA street shit. When that came out, I just had to stamp myself. Like as far as like I'm really about that action. Like I don't know what you niggas talking about, but this is a time where LA traffic, they call it traffic music, was coming out. A lot of rappers like Draco, who else? All I could think about is Draco was really coming up, and they was just talking their shit, that being cocky, letting niggas know they're not to be fucked with, and so that's kind of where the energy came from in that song.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you really about that action.
Yeah, I had to let them know, and it's just calling people out like on they like lame stuff. You know, LA is very cocky. If you ever listen to like Cali music, we kind of talk our shit a lot, and you can hear that in about that action. It's just me like letting y'all know what's up. Yeah.
Heard you. Heard you. So one of the lines is getting money and we want some more. Listen, bitches are my only competition. From the looks of it, I'm winning. Thanks again for attention. Now, this is not how she says it. I'm just reading the lyrics.
I forgot about this.
So how do you stay grounded from that line, right?
Mm-hmm.
My question is, how do you stay grounded as an artist to not focus on the next person within the game?
So that is a really tough thing. It took work to get like that because usually, being an artist, you tend to compare yourself to people who are bigger trying to get on that level.
Right.
And so I have to constantly just remind myself like I am whole, everything that I have is my own, and that I'm coming in the game with my own swag, my own thing. And kind of keeping myself grounded. Like I don't think we're always in competition with the next woman in the game, but more of like what we want. Like we
Right.
see what they like, we want that type of recognition. I gotta keep myself like it's coming, girl. Like, and it's gonna come. It's where it's gonna come for you, and it's gonna show up how it's supposed to show up for you. So you don't
Right.
even have to look at nobody else. You can be inspired. Always
Right.
turn what you see into inspiration, but don't ever turn it into why don't I have it or why it's not mine, because you're gonna block your blessings. Your come up is designed specifically for you, and what people are gonna gravitate to you is gonna be what you put out. So
Right.
it's all on you and what you have inside you. So I have to keep reminding myself that, because anytime that I've ever tried to follow another woman's path or try to like do what I think that will make me get bigger, it never worked for me. Everything that ever worked for me is what Kennedy did authentically to herself for myself, and that's what always got me like up there, got me popping all the time. So I gotta just keep reminding myself that even now.
Do you have an example of something that you jumped on, like a trend or something that you was like, this is not working out for me, but it was a lesson learned?
Let me see. Yes. Let me see. I can't even. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I know it was something, and it just didn't feel right.
Right.
It was a lot of shoot 'em up, bang bang drill music, right? And I love drill music too, but it just wasn't me. I love listening to it, but it's not my swag.
Right.
And I tried to create a song, it just didn't feel right to me. It just was like, this is not. It's not you.
Right.
So yeah.
Because I see a lot of artists just trying to fit in with what sounds good nowadays, and it doesn't sound like them. And it's like, this is not the life you really live in.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this? But I see it's like clout, I guess, in a sense, is a drug, and also just wanting to be put on so much faster. But we have to acknowledge that the journey and the lessons for us to really be, I guess, grateful once we are reaching where it is that we want to reach in that level.
I agree. And another thing too, nobody knows what's gonna be popping next.
Right.
Nobody knows. We're all just sitting on the edge of our seat all the time, especially the industry itself. And I have to remind myself, what you might do might be the next big popping thing. But if you copying what somebody else is doing, you might miss your mark. So stay true to your path, and just keep upgrading it itself instead of hopping on the next wave. Because you just never know. Your thing might be it.
Right.
And everybody gonna be copying you.
Right. Popping off. Exactly. So the next song you have is Bands. And it's dropped about 4 years ago.
Yes.
Is this Bands right here?
Yes, it is Bands.
Wow.
I got a cool story about this too. I got a cool story.
So what's your cool story?
Okay, so Bands Bands was recorded in my grandmother's closet on my Mac, and I had one mic, and I was hungry. I was in Houston, Texas. And this girl that I met in Houston stood me up, and I just had to and I took off work for us to go out, and I just let her know I don't need friends. I need my bands because you're cutting into my money. So
that's crazy.
But yes, that's what it was inspired by. I was really hungry. I recorded myself, mixed and mastered that all in my grandma's closet.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
kudos to you. Yes, queen. As you should. And girl, why you had her stood up?
Stood me up, but you know what? I turned that pain into passion, honey. And I made me a song about it.
Yeah, I recently just got stood up. I was going out to the movies with somebody, and they did not show up. But I still saw the movie. It was on Black Panther. It was good. And it's crazy, too, because there was no seats for us to sit with each other if he was to show up. So I was like, you know what? Everything's divine. And the movie was good. So,
Period. That's what I'm saying. That's what time you don't get mad about it. Just turn it into something else.
So one of your... Well, if they can hear it, it says, "I need my bands. I need my bands. I don't care for friends."
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like friends getting like is a distraction and getting away towards your goals?
Certain friends do. Not
Mhm.
all your friends do. I know this has been a very big topic in my life recently, right now, about friendships, where I'm kind of deciphering what friends that you keep into your life, and some that are just there for the time being.
Right.
Yeah, I think friends are really important. I think but the friends that are super important to me, they always transition into family. They're never just friends. They're like, they go from associates to like a family, and I love you. So
Mhm.
regular friends that's just there for the come up, or they fuck with you just in case. You got friends that just in case she might blow up. Let me just
Mm.
stick around just a little bit. I ain't gonna support her all the way, but I'm just gonna stick around just in
Right.
case she get big.
Just to see what happens.
Girl, bye. You can go on somewhere. I have family. That's who I keep around me. And it's still a thing. It's still a thing. It's
Mhm.
really big
Yeah.
for me.
Same. And I'm working. I'm the only child too, and I'm a Gemini. So
Gemini.
I feel like everything is internal. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm working on myself too, on trusting, I guess, friends
Mm-hmm.
and communicating with friends. That's also hard as well.
Yeah,
Communicating, and it's a job
it
to
is.
to have a relationship with a friend.
It is. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like the divine keeps bringing friends in my life as lessons
Mm.
to me, and I keep having to learn through friendships, which is really like, after a while, it's kind of like, okay, we get it. You know, you keep bringing these people in my life, and me, I'm like, I'm a real friend. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't play about my friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I show up for my friends. I show up when people show up for me, and yeah, I keep thinking that you keep bringing me lessons through friends. I'm like, please stop, because I end up, sometimes you end up getting hurt by that, and
Right.
I don't like that feeling.
Mhm.
So
So
yeah.
you pour into your
I
friendships. Yeah.
very much so, because I want people to pour into me, and it's not like I'm doing this because I want you to do it to me, but I feel like it's just so important to show up to your friends during this time, especially if you got like creative friends,
Mm-hmm.
artists,
Right.
people who are in this journey where we constantly need that type of like support.
Right.
It's super important because I need it, and I try to be there for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I feel you on that. Definitely want your music to play in the background.
some more on there.
Yeah. So why if you've been writing since middle school,
Why?
having you released so much?
So there's a lot of stuff that kind of got in the way when I was first coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Just work, trying to figure out what I really want to do. When I first started out, I did not want to be an artist. I definitely I wanted to do something in music, and I was really aiming towards the background. When I first came up, I wanted to be an engineer, because I never seen any girls engineer. I always see like these, mostly like nerdy white guys engineer, and I
Mm-hmm.
just thought it was so cool to press the buttons and be that, so that women can come in and record, and not like they can
Mm-hmm.
just have like a all girl crew.
Right.
So that's when I taught myself how to use Pro Tools at middle school. And in LA, that's when the jerking movement was really big. I don't know if you know about the jerking movement, where
Is that you a jerk?
you a jerk, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
it was big. It was like we had crews, and like it was super big, and everybody was rapping, making jerking music. So I used to let people come and record at my home studio for like $10 and record for me. So I'm like, yeah, that was my thing. Um, After that, I kind of knew I could rap. I just didn't want to be in the spotlight. And then
Mm-hmm.
I had like big composition books of just bars. Like, I still got 'em at my mama's house. Hopefully she saved them, but just a composition book of me just writing raps. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm finna just start making music.
Mm-hmm.
But things just kind of happened. So I really didn't start taking it super seriously until after high school, when I kind of got on my own, and I started really like working with other guys I went to school with, and we started working on a lot of music, and we put it out. We kind of was performing around LA a little bit. So yeah.
Okay. So when can we expect new music?
Yes, very, very soon. I have a new song coming out called Matcha Mama. It's totally different than what you guys hear. It's like kind of like my alternative side. One thing about me being an artist, I never want to be boxed in. I'm so creative. I got so much dope stuff that I can
Mm-hmm.
do, and I keep on surprising myself. So Matcha Mama is it is a mantra. It's just it's a feel good song for the ladies. Matcha. the color green, the heart chakra. Like, it's
Mhm.
really dope. So that's coming out next. I just shot the video for that. So
Ooh.
y'all should be looking out for that probably in March.
Mhm.
So yeah. So we got a lot of new music coming out. I'm working on an EP. We're just trying to tighten it up. I am an artist. And we kind of sensitive about our stuff. I don't maybe too much. Cause child, I be going over the same thing. If I listen to it too much, I be like, no, I don't like it.
Mhm.
But it's coming together. We got an EP coming out and it's gonna be lit, y'all. So y'all please stay tuned.
Okay.
Mhm.
So one of your lines also in bands is, "I talk my shit like I'm rich because one day I'm gonna have it, and I just want to be prepared for it." So do you believe in manifestation?
Absolutely, 100%. This is how I've gotten this far. I believe in delusional manifestation, like
Mhm.
really,
Right.
really
Living it
really living
as,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I
No, I
do.
felt that. I felt that. So what is the it within that line?
I just want to be prepared. I want to be prepared for what comes with what I've chosen to do.
Mhm.
The the money, because it
Mhm.
is coming. Um, the fame.
Mhm.
What else?
It's okay to want the fame.
Yeah, the fame. Yes, the fame, the healthy fame, the
Right.
fame that you could. Yes, the money, the fame, the responsibility that comes with this music stuff. I know it's a lot. Even now that I'm starting out, since I've been here, it's a lot. Like I'm booking shows back to back, and it's very hectic because I'm managing myself. I'm doing everything on my own, so I'm like, oh, but this is what I signed up for. So it's kind of
Right.
exciting. I visioned this before it came,
Mhm.
and it's here and I'm living it. So
Right.
I believe in manifestation 100%. You can have whatever you want in this world if you believe. If you can think it, you can have it. And you only person in the way is yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Snap to that. Bounce. That's the next song.
Yay.
Now that's giving me like twerk vibes,
Yes,
twerk
indeed.
music.
Mm-hmm.
He said he liked them witty and pretty with nice big titties. I told him I'm gonna bust it for some 150s. Told him suck on that click like an oxtail.
What? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Kind of personal.
Mm-hmm.
But are you a teacher or a student in the bedroom?
I'm both.
Okay.
I'm actually both. I actually that's why I have to be with somebody who's really I actually like to be taught stuff as well. I'm both. Stop.
Because when I heard that, I'm like, me personally, I don't really speak on things of what I want. I just let it go with the flow. But I'm like, nah, because they don't be knowing what to
No,
do.
tell them. Let me tell you something. What I've just recently learned, coming into like deep within my community. Let them know what you want, because the worst thing is for you to leave and be unsatisfied, and we deserve better than that.
Right.
I need you to know what I like, so don't play no games when we come up in here,
Mm-hmm.
because I ain't come here to waste no time. You're not finna get something I don't get mine.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Suck on it like an oxtail. Give me that dick like you fresh out of jail. Okay? If you ain't never been to jail, pretend what it's like to be locked up without none for a couple weeks.
And put in that work.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, I always felt like maybe I'm attacking the ego. It's me overthinking, but it's like, nah. Like you said, I need to be satisfied. This is an energy exchange as well.
Yes.
Like, and I'm taking on more energy.
More than yes.
Yes.
Please let them know. And when you're especially when you're dealing with the whoever you're dealing with, somebody who really cares. I think right now we're in a very like selfish era where everybody's like just me. I don't believe in that, especially when it's in the bedroom. This is an even exchange. You need to make sure I feel good, and then I'm gonna make sure you feel good, so we both leave out here satisfied. This is not selfish, and you're not gonna masturbate with my body.
Okay.
Period. There you
Love
go.
the wisdom, right? No, and a lot of like women, you need to hear that too, because it's like, why not? This is our body. We are the present in a sense. We're the creator. We're the whole universe manifested in itself.
Yes, and
Right.
I deserve to feel. You deserve to feel good,
Mhm.
because after with all the shame that they put out there to make you feel bad about giving the coochie, you better get something good out of that.
Mhm.
You better leave satisfied. If not,
Right.
make him feel bad for not giving you none, for not doing what he's supposed to do. That's his job.
Okay. So, how is it being a woman within the industry?
Ooh.
Have you experienced anything where not out the norm, because it is kind of normal now, the disrespecting women within the industry, but have you experienced anything where it's like men have tried to hit on you in exchange for music or whatever?
Yes, I have had. Yes, I have. It is unfortunate, but it does come with the territory. Oh, I hate saying that, but it's facts. I don't want to. For somebody, a girl coming up watching this, definitely want you to be prepared for what you might experience. There has been times where I have met guys who like wanted. I had the money to pay for it, and they like, I ain't trying to get the money, girl. I'm trying to talk to you. And I'm like, I'm cool. I got the money. Which you letting us. Let me pay for my services. And I had to step it back away from. So then I got on my bully stuff. I don't play no games when I come into the studio. I don't play no games when I'm purchasing beats. This is business. I don't play no games. Yeah, so don't even try it with me. But they do try it. But you definitely have to, lock in and let them know you about your business because these guys will try. Yeah. But shout out to the ones that don't. But it's more, I've had more experience with guys who have been very professional. Let me put that out there because to even out, there's been more very I've met some really good business relationships with men in this game that have kind of restored hope. So I don't want it to all like every person you come into is not trying to hit on you. A lot of them are about their business and want to create good relationships. So you just have to decipher which ones and just let them know that you're not here for all of that.
Right. It gets crazy out here in these streets, but no, I definitely appreciate you speaking into the next upcoming female woman artists, and also just young ladies in general, not just in the music industry. I just feel like you experienced that just walking and stepping out the house. So it's like remaining grounded in yourself and knowing that you are the queen. You don't drop your crown for nobody. Okay. So you just dropped Rocket. Okay. Tell me, what was your mindset in creating Rocket?
So Rocket was created. A lot of people was playing in my face. Beforehand, just playing with my talent, playing with my individuality. And I was tired of it, and I had to just let it be known, like, I am solid in who I am, and I'm here. I'm not coming to play no games. I can rap. I'm that girl. Whether I look like it or not, I am her. And so that's what Rocket is about. Rocket is just putting my stamp on there. It got that West Coast bounce into it. I try to incorporate LA into a lot of my music because that's, what I grew up listening to. So I got that West Coast bounce on it. And it's just real hard hitting, letting it know, stamping, letting them know, like, Kennedy is here to stay. This is just the beginning. I'm about to show y'all what it is.
Right. It feels like it's in my bag type music.
Yes, yes, indeed.
That's what it gives. So you got a line. Want to take a ride on this rocket? Let me see them pockets. It's hella Glocks in here. Let me hear you cock it. I ain't trying to do it if it don't make me no profit. I get it from the source. I'm a motherfucking prophet.
Yes, indeed.
Heard you. So you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay.
The higher power, God, all of that. He speaks right through me. That's what that chant came from. And I felt that through my spirit. Like, everything, most of the stuff that you hear me say, it comes from my whether it's, you know what I'm saying? And most of my songs you're going to get, even in the ratchet stuff, you're going to get like a spiritual message in my music. You know, God knows how to use me in a certain way. He knows his children. So you going to get like a little ratchet tone. You're going to get a little message in there too to believe in yourself. So yeah, I believe I am a prophet. And I have to let that be known in the song.
Okay, so I was gonna ask if you feel like your lyrics are divinely fed through you. Okay, so when is your chant releasing?
Which one? Macha Mama? Yes, it'll be coming out in March.
So you have another chant?
No, Macha Mama is the one that is a chant that I was talking about.
Okay.
Macha Mama. That's gonna be released in March. Cause all matcha and all that stuff. So yeah, so she's coming out in March, and that's kind of like it's really a just an affirmation for the ladies about your money, being confident in you. Yeah.
What's one of your favorite affirmations?
Hold on. Okay. I don't chase, I attract. It's one of my favorite ones. And another one is I am divinely protected.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. Those same exact affirmations I had written on my wall. It's like a post-it.
Yeah.
That's dope. That is definitely dope. So where can we find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook if you still use that at Kennedy Rocketz. That's Rocketz with a Z at the end. That's where you can find me, and I'm be posting a lot of content on there, keeping up with my music. It's going down 2023. There's gonna be a lot of new releases, a lot of me just I'm coming hard this year. This is Kennedy's year.
What motivates you to show up for yourself?
I have no choice but to um my little me, little Kennedy, my child. Not my child, but me as a kid. I constantly think of her because she thought about this, manifested this since I was a kid, and I gotta show up for her. I gotta be who I needed as a kid. So that's who
No, I feel
motivated
you.
me.
I feel you.
Yeah, I have to show up for myself. I've done everything. I done had a good career where I was making really good money, benefits, all that. I was not fulfilled. I go to sleep thinking about this music stuff. I wake up in the morning, I think about this music thing, and this feels everything that I've done so far feels so purposeful that I have to keep going. This is my calling, so I'm gonna do this till it runs out.
How were you able to make that transition from, I guess, your job to now becoming an artist?
I was actually pushed out of it. Kind of first of all, I was terrified. I had to take a big leap of faith. I was scared as I don't know what, because you
Right.
already know your 9 to 5 is security. You know how your money's coming in. You know what it's looking like every week, every month. And I'm have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, and you know Capricorns don't play about their money and their security. So that was a big leap of faith, jumping out without no safety blanket. But I knew I saved up my bread. I saved up a lot of money, and I just invested it back in myself. Boom, 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 boom. And I took like gig works throughout it to keep affording everything, and it just worked out. I don't know. I don't know, but it wasn't a choice that I made. It was kind of like I was pushed out. Like, this is not working anymore. Go. That was kind of happening. I had no choice but to take the music thing seriously, because I already saw what it was like if I was securing a job, and I can always go back to a job. My resume ain't changed, honey. And I always get a job. Job gonna be there.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
why not take a leap?
Right.
And you know what another thing is too? I don't want to get to the end of my life and be a shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's one of my biggest fears. Somebody asked me what one of my fears was not too long ago. One of my fears was I didn't want to be a shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't want to look back at my life and be like, damn, I should have just moved to Georgia.
Yeah.
I should have just seen what it's like if I just chased my dreams. No, I don't have time for that. I don't want to do. I want to be like, I did. It didn't work out, but at least I tried. I did. I want to tell my grandkids, I did this. I moved to New York. I moved to LA. I want to say that I did. And then it didn't work out, but I tried something else after that. I don't want to be a shoulda, woulda, coulda. And that's one of my biggest things.
No, I felt that because I was also watching like TikTok videos of people who work in the nursing homes, and a lot of people are, when they ask the older folks something about their advice basically that they give themselves, is basically just go out and do it, because life is just, it comes at you fast. And I realized that too, like I can just look up and it's months pass and I didn't get done whatever it is I said I wanted to get done.
Telling you.
Telling you. Time be moving, child.
I had a coworker. I had two real good coworkers, and one coworker was a preacher. He used to be like, "How bad do you want it, Kennedy? How bad do you want this?" I'm like, "Please, sir, it's 9 a.m. Leave me alone." But that has sat with me for years. Like, how bad do I want my dream? And another coworker, and she always used to be like, Kennedy, time just go by so fast. She just made me feel so sad about it. She's like, girl, just do what you gotta do. Time go by so fast. So those two people, like, their message just keeps running through my head. And that's what just keep me going. Like, how bad do I want it? And time is moving. So just go for it. And then with this music stuff and anything with art, you just never know. You never know who you might meet, what you might come into. You might be working your 9 to 5 job, and then the next day, the A&R might come to you, be like, we need you to quit your job. We finna sign you today. Right. You just never know. So keep going.
Right. Be divinely trusted. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Stay grateful. I want to thank you once again for being a part of my show.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is Ms.NiyaNicole, and I'm here to spark your soul. Later.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Like, comment, and subscribe.